Greg Riggs, Winner Property, 12 tips at Christmas. So Winner's 12 tips at Christmas, and we are on tip 10. Now this one is very close to my heart. Samuel Leeds mentioned once at a crash course, the way you do anything is the way you do everything. And it is so important, in my opinion, to be able to manage your own finances. If you can't manage your own finances, what chance have you got of running a business? Now, and lots of you out there, I'm sure, will be saying, well, that's not my area of specialism. No, but the way you do anything is the way you do everything. So this basic money management tool is something that's put together, and of course you can do your own, but this is something that's really worked for us. So the aspirational target is to try and live off 50% of what you bring in. That's where you want to get to. And we talk about iteration, that word of slowly improving things over time. But it might be that you start with, a small percentage on these, but this is where you want to get to, or this is where I want to get to, and we have got to. So 50% of your income that comes in goes towards your necessities. So you're living off 50%, aspirational target. You then create 5 other pots. And the biggest thing for this is about compound effects, which I'll come on and talk to in a moment. Pot number 1 is your savings pot. Now we have now 6 months of our expenses, so we know that if everything went wrong, we could live for 6 months without any additional income. And that is our target that we've hit. Now we've achieved that, we then can put that savings money, when that's topped up to that 6 months, we can then put the savings money into either another pot or putting into savings for things like luxuries, like holidays, etc., etc. Pot 2 is the play pot, or I like to call it the rich pot. And you put 10% of your income that you make every single month, and you've got to spend it on yourself, unconditionally on yourself, on something that makes you feel rich and special. Love that pot. Pot 3, financial freedom. You've got to put 10% of your income every single month into a pot, and that money is purely to invest to generate further income. You must invest that money. It's ring fenced, you must invest it. Pot 4, education. To start with, maybe 3 or 4 years ago even, I underestimated education. Now 10% of the income goes into an education pot, and you can spend that on any form of education, personal development whatsoever. Then pot 5, and a lot of people overlook this one, is your giving pot. Now for me, I started and worked on 2.5%, then 5%, then 7.5%, and so on and so forth. And iteration, going back and slowly improve. And the mind-blowing thing is the compound effect. If you put a little, often, over time, that builds, and it bizarrely builds very, very quickly. That's the top tip. That's the top tip number 10. Looking forward to catching up with you on the top tip number 11, where we are starting to look at systemizing your property business. Have a great day.